Hello UK fans, Matarans here, and welcome to a couple of replays with the new DDD support of of the Dark Contract with Yamakai and all that other good stuff which you will see in this duel. So first I just want a little talk about this Dark Contract being one of the best artworks in the game, because it actually shows us for the first time in God knows how long that the evil and powerful king of Yamakai, and this is so happy. It's nostalgia times a million for me, because this was one of my favourite cards back in the day. Just loved it for its artwork. It was useless at IRL, but its artwork, pure masterpiece. And now we get to see it in this deck, so I'm more looking forward to playing this IRL. And when we get the support in probably 2016, it'll be nice to play at least. So he's playing some weird Fortune Lady Venom crossover with artifacts, and I'm starting with all my searching. Copernicus is a foolish burial for the deck, and I can start to set up my scale. I have Leonidas to protect me from damage as well, if I really need to do that. He goes for Venom Swamp, and he's gone for some defensive monster, which is Arcane of Pulse Zero, the Fool, which is very annoying. And I'm going for all my pluses at the present moment, searching out what I need. Night Howling is going to summon out a Necro Slime to the graveyard, and nice Synchro Summon for the main spectacle of the new DDD support, DDD Cursed King Siegfried. He is a DD who's level 8, so he's kinda harder to bring out than Alexander is, where you only need one Night Howling and a level 4 DD, and you've got it. Whereas you need something either level 5, so play Chevalier, or go for Ouroboros with a level 4, or go for a level 1, level 3, and level 4, which will integrantly give you Siegfried. Siegfried has the effect of during your player's turn, which is a quick effect I should say. You can target one face of spell and trap card on the field and negate its effects until the next standby phase. This means you can negate Regeki, essentially. You can negate Regeki. He doesn't use it at this point, I believe, and it's got a second effect where it's a destroy by outlaw card effect and sends to go at the game from as life post each card, but that's not going to be very relevant. Now I've got a scale, I can actually Pendulum Summon, so I Pendulum Summon my Foolish Burial once again and go for Diarch. And the Fool kind of screws me over, so I'm not going to gain any counters because I can negate Venom Swamp until, well, God knows how long. And he's got Blazing Mirror Force, and I keep negating that Swamp, which is painful. And I've got all the Dark Contract cards I need, and that's so much of the life points increased. I'm going to destroy my own Kepler to normal summon my Lilith to add it back, and then I can special summon Kepler, add Dark Contract back, fusion summon out Beowulf, and get Leonidas on board. He has Blazing Mirror Force, but he chooses not to use it, mainly because if he does use Blazing Mirror Force, I can negate it with Siegfried. His other face downs were Pinpoint Guard, which could have summoned a monster in defense mode, but it would have just got piercing damage, and there's nothing into the graveyard he could have summoned. Artifact Marauder doesn't do anything, and Fire Force can be negated, as he saw frequently from Venom Swamp. So this is just to show the new support in this duel, and it was great. Beowulf is still like a nice one-off for your piercing. For this kind of situation here, Newton makes a perfect scale because it's not defective like Kepler and Galilei was. So it works great as my nice scale 10, and I keep using Leonidas as my skill 3, although I do have Ouroboros as an alternative. But now I can Pendulum Summon out Foolish Burial for my extra deck, so that's always good. So on to Duel 2. So yeah, and Duel 2 is against the new Blue Eyes support, which I haven't got chance to play yet because Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon is not in the server yet, so I don't really want to do it until that is, but I might try it out later today. I'm dropping Maxi and Veiler, which are new in the deck because I need some power, and he has Blue Eyes White Dragon on instantly. What am I going to do against this? Yami Contract places my Newton back on, and I summon Ouroboros, and he destroys the part of the scale. I'm thinking I'm dead at this point. I have nothing to use with my Swamp King, and he's got the Maiden out. Choosing not to, he Synchro Summons for Azure Eyes, which is protected from card destruction and card targeting, which is fine. I got another Yami, set my scale up, Pendulum summon out Ragnarok and Copernicus, mill a Leonidas. I confuse with it and go for Kaiser Ragnarok, but I'm going to lose my life points if I don't have to do something, so I destroy my 2 Dark Contracts thanks to Ouroboros, which is a Gradle Impact like effect. I take 1000 damage. I search out for a Leonidas, which is fine, but I feared the Solemn Notice was going to be there. Destroy his monster, which is usually a dead card. I destroy the 2 monsters once more, 2 Dark Contracts again. Uses Silver's Crest to allow Blue Eyes. Shifts it back into the deck to summon out the Priestess for some reason. And yeah, this is kind of my game at this point, because Copernicus can now send Necrosline. Necrosline can summon out my Diarch, and he's down to 100 life points. I've had to kill all my Dark Contracts, and he top decks of Melody of the Awakening Dragon, which I don't like in that deck. So yeah, I could have gone for Swirl Slime earlier and fused with it to summon out Diarch. But I did fear there was going to be something like Solemn Notice, so I didn't think it would be that applicable. But then again, I could have done a lot more plays. You guys always tell me I could have done a lot more plays, but yeah, this is what I chose to do. And I destroyed my whole back row of spells through the effects of Ouroboros, which is a bit underrated to be honest. It's a nice little Fortuna, which can, if I get out with Copernicus, can bring out a very powerful and very powerful Siegfried. I'm trying to call it my faults now. And yeah, onto the final duel. And the final duel is against Blue Eyes once more, so this one's a little bit better because he does a lot more stuff in this one. Summons out the Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. I keep saying Alternative Rock Dragon because it's alternative. Why would you call it alternative? And Hellgate adds all my scales, and I get a Pendulum scale set, which is not common for me originally. But now in this deck, I can. I got Ragnarok to banish that dragon because I can't run over it at this present moment. Dragon Shrine, he gets the typical combo. Guard summons out Maiden. This is the perfect combo to deal with it. Summon out the Blue Eyes, and summon out another Blue Eyes. Go for Tachyon, go for full armored. He goes for the Dark Contract, which was the best option. He then goes for full Dark Matter Dragon. Blue Eyes Dark Matter is back, essentially. And I'm down to a hell of a lot of life points. And I really figured there was going to be a Solemn Notice or something like that. So I had to use my Twin Twister instantly. And now I can Pendulum summon out Leonidas, Ragnarok, Copernicus. Copernicus send another monster. Tribute that. I've got Banishment Fodder. I've got Diarch. I can run over that. Diarch cuts his life points down. And now he only has Guard. And he could summon out a Blue Eyes, but he knows this would be banished at the next turn. So that's him defeated. He doesn't want to do it anymore. But yeah, Dark Matter can be very good in Blue Eyes. So yeah, that's essentially it. I just wanted to show this new support of Newton, Copernicus, Yamamakai, Siegfried, and Ouroboros off to their best of their ability. I'm not using the level 1 tuner that they got, or I believe there's another one that they got. They got a new trap card, DD something. It protects your Dark Contracts from being destroyed, but it's not very effective. It's just like an Imperial Iron Wall. That's all it does, and then it's not worth it, to be honest, in the long run. But all the rest of this support is very good, and I've dropped both Chaos Kings from my deck now because they don't give you anything more. One of them was a target for my Abyss Ragnarok, but it's no longer be effective. I can just do normal Ragnarok if I really want to. I put Baphomet back into the deck, which is something I disregarded originally, and I've gone back into it because I think it's alright now, especially since I've had more chance to play with it in a TCG format than in the OCG. So yeah, I will eventually update the deck for the November format with all this new support, but I still need to have some more testing. These were the best duels I had today, but yeah, I still haven't got something very epic like I did with DDD versus Ray Raptors. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode with showing the new support, awesome Siegfried, and yeah, please leave like, subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see further content. Please leave your comments for really good suggestions for the deck, or suggestions for my channel in general. If you want to do me on DevPro, please hit me up when I'm online. My DevPro name is MDZ777. It is on for every system I'm on, which I'm thinking of changing my name to on YouTube and stuff. Considering that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Matarant signing out.